Muchas siguientes. What are improved stuff?
Okay, we need to talk a little bit about the technologies that you use for transforming a renewable resource as a source of energy. You can transform it into a resource, a raw resource, into energy that you can use it and you can apply it inside your home. In the case of improved stoves, you can use, for example, this kind of technology for using for the proper use of biomass, of solid biomass, and you can convert it in heat into your home. You can use this heat, for example, for cooking. You can use even this heat for changing the environmental conditions inside your home, as in some countries. But mainly, it's a technology that is used for cooking inside the households or inside homes.
Now, what is your experience with improved stuff?
Okay, my experience. I've been working with the Improved Stoves and Evaluation Center here in Honduras for the last 3 years. I'm the director of the center, and we are one of the regional testing centers that are precisely designed to evaluate the efficiency and the conditions and the design of the improved stoves. We need to guarantee that improved stoves is really an improved stove and this is not just only something that looks like improved. So you need to, for example, you need to measure its efficiency, energy efficiency, firewood consumption. You need to evaluate, for example, the amount of emissions that are going to the environment and even the quality of these emissions in order to guarantee that the user is going to have, for example, all the benefits that are coming with this kind of technology.
Okay. Who can use the improved stuff and what are the economic benefits?
Okay, it's like everybody can use an improved stove. I love this kind of technology, but the thing is like when we are, the expectation is that when you have a better income, is that you're going to migrate from one fuel from another. For example, one of the most basic fuels that we're using is precisely firewood. But when you have a better income, economical income, you can move from, for example, firewood to gas, for example, and then from gas to electricity. This is what we are expecting about the people and that the quality of the energy that they are using. So everybody can use an improved stove. It's mainly used, for example, for domestic activities such as cooking, but also you can have some kind of improved stoves that can be modified in order to have, for example, some industrial applications such as some kind of ovens that you can have, for example, for bread company, or even you can have a better oven for the building of or the preparation of bricks, for example, in some industries. And you can have, for example, this technology adapted to different kinds of industries, but mainly you can use it as a source for as sources of energy at the domestic place.
Okay. What are the costs of construction of improved stuff?
The cost, an average number. We can say that an improved stove that is, for example, a fixed model that is made from bricks and it has, for example, a griddle and it has a chimney. You can have around the cost around $100 to $150. If you have, for example, a portable stove that is made from another kind of materials, mostly some aleations, metal aleations that are suitable for heat, you can have a little bit higher, a price that is a little bit higher, such as, for example, from $200 to even there's some models that even cost almost $400, more or less. But one of the most economical models that are, for example, that many projects are spreading all around Honduras, it costs around $100 to $150.
What do you need to build improve stuff?
Okay, one of the most important parts of an improved stove is the combustion chamber. So the combustion chamber is made of some kind of clay, ceramic. You know, it looks like an elbow, and this is the place where combustion gets. When you can turn on, for example, the firewood, and it will assure that you will have, for example, enough oxygen for the combustion, and also you will have, for example, the proper conditions in order to assure, for example, a complete combustion and also to integrate the heat that is produced into the entire technology. But the next important parts are, for example, the griddle. This is a metallic griddle that it's on top of the improved stoves, and also, for example, the chimney that it's also metallic, and it helps you just to move the emissions outside homes. So these are the three main parts. But the rest of the stove, it can be built with bricks, even some mud, clay, and also metallic parts. You can use it. Concrete, for example, there's a lot of models that are made of concrete, and these are the most common materials that you're using for this kind of technology.
Ok. Ahora, ya si quieres anda al 45. What raw material is used as full as improved stove?
Okay, the types of improved stoves that we are using here in the region are designed exclusively for firewood. You can use another kind of biomass, for example, such as maybe some wastes, organic wastes from different crops, but you would not have the same performance. So this kind of combustion chamber is designed for firewood, nothing else. But there are other kinds of improved stoves that are made, for example, for charcoal, and also you can use it, for example, the gasifiers, that you can use it for briquettes and for pellets also, but it depends of the model. But particularly this kind of improved stoves that we're using here, and the ones that are spreading, that the government, for example, and other projects are spreading all around Honduras, are made for firewood, nothing else.
Okay. What are the positive results of using improved stove?
We have many benefits. Most of them are social. This is the main reason, for example, to take care of the health of the user of the improved stoves, because there is a lot of statistics that says that if you are breathing the smoke that comes from day by day that comes from the stove, you can develop, for example, very serious illness in your entire system, when you're breathing all this kind of smoke. So one of the first benefits, I think, that is that when you're using an improved stove, you definitely minimize the indoor pollution at home, because you can, by the use of a proper design, you're just putting away or putting outside all the smoke. You put it outside through the chimney, and this is one of the most visible benefits that you will have. Of course, there's another benefit that it's very suitable for this kind of technology, that is the firewood consumption, when that you're expecting that there is going to be a reduction, or you can minimize the use of the amount of firewood when you're using, for example, this kind of technology. So you're expecting that maybe you can reduce even to up to 50% the consumption of the firewood. So this will give you this, for example, condition will give you economical benefits, because the money that you were using, for example, for buying the firewood, you will duplicate the amount of fuel that you will have available at home. But of course, this is also a benefit for the environment, because when you're using less firewood, then the forest is going to be less pressed by the people that are using that resource. So there's less pressure to the resources, to the, for example, forestry resources. You will have also less fire consumption. You will have less emissions to the environment, and also less indoor air pollution. So these are the main benefits that you will get with this kind of technology.
And finally, what would be your recommendation for people who are currently using improved stove?
To keep using it. You know, maybe I think that when they have a better income and a better position on economy, they will need to migrate to another kind of fuel, a better and cleaner fuel. It could be, for example, there is a lot of work to do when, for example, implementing ethanol stoves or even biogas stoves. These are cleaner fuels that you can use it at a rural level, and that it will give you better benefits, even better benefits than the firewood. But if you don't have this kind of level, so keep using the improved stove. Keep it clean, keep it with the proper maintenance in order to increase the life, the time that is going to be useful, and that will give them the better performance. So this is one of the most interesting technologies that you can use it at any level.
Thank you.